If everyone could take a seat, please, I'd like to get us started. Angelo and Danya, are you ready to go? Okay. Everyone please scan the attendance QR code if you have not done so. Help yourself to pizza in the back, courtesy of our lovely comptroller, Ben. Get the pizza. Anyone not completed the attendance form?
Bro, you seen our budget? Yeah, it's not definitely not budget. No. Oh, it is for kids, huh? Man. You're talking.
That's what I'm saying. Alright, hello everyone. It is 6:35 p.m. I am going to call our bi-weekly Student Senate meeting to open. Attendance has been taken via the Google form. I'd like to begin with a brief announcement. Until further notice, I will be acting as Speaker of the Senate and assuming the responsibilities of that role. All Senate, caucus, and committee meetings are proceeding as scheduled. Please continue to remind Arunima of any excused absence. I'll be maintaining my regular duties as well, including chairing internal and running the class. If you have any questions pertaining to this announcement and the daily operations of the undergraduate student government, you can come see me after the meeting, contact me on Slack, or at my regular email, internalaffairs@usg.ucom.edu. Next, we will move into public comment. Are there any members of the public who would like to address the Senate at this time? Seeing none, reports are provided on the attached documents, and we will move on to our voting items. Our first voting item is a motion to approve an amendment to the USG bylaws, legislation concerning pay rates. Juliana, if you'd like to present.
Hi everyone. So last semester I noticed that when we were having our, I think it was our special Senate meeting, we almost voted by unanimous consent to raise the pay of myself and another paid member of USG. The problem is I am also a member of Senate, as you know, and I think that it's a bad idea for senators who are also paid to vote to increase their own pay. Also, it's against TSO's policy, it's against CT state policy, and so therefore I wrote this piece of legislation with the input of everyone else on that list, and I think that it just serves as a reminder that we need to follow the rules that are provided to us, and we need to make sure that we are acting ethically at all times. So I also, it's not up right now, but I also included another little amendment that we need to, that goes in the beginning of the bylaws that would say that we need to follow the TSO's the trustee policies and follow the CT state policies, because that was not in there, as far as I know. Anyone can correct me if they want to. So yeah. Any questions?
Are there any questions on this legislation? If Hashem is here, I have lost the screen and still presenting from my view. I'm not sure. Oh, thank you. Sorry, any questions on this legislation? Any points of discussion? Okay, with that, we will move into a hand vote on this legislation. All those in favor, please indicate by raising your hand. All right, all those opposed? Any abstentions? That passes 22 to 0 to 3. Congratulations, Juliana. Our next voting item is a motion to approve a $25 unauthorized purchase to Dining Services for the use of Student Union Kitchen for the Fueling for Finals event. Sydney, if you'd like to explain.
Hello? Oh. Hi guys. So I ran an event, Fueling for Finals, back on December 1st. As part of that event, they had given me a $25 invoice for using their equipment, which we weren't aware of before. I had looked at the environmental health and safety food application that I had filled out, and I had missed the part that said there was a $25 fee for using their equipment. So I didn't include it in the MOU we passed on November 8th. We did approve $1,500 for the event. We used $1,250, so we did have $250 left over anyways in case something like this happened. Yeah, honestly, just missed it in the application. Any questions? Yes.
Josh, go ahead. And please, everyone say your name before making a comment or asking a question.
Josh, for the minutes. If we already approved the money when we approved everything else for this event, why are we voting on an unauthorized purchase?
Because they gave an invoice and we didn't put it in the MOU that we could specifically use our money for dining equipment because we were working with Shaw. We had to specify that it was either us or Shaw paying for that.
Ben, you can go.
Ooh, I get the podium. So, in addition, the vote to approve an expenditure is just one step in the process to approve any sort of money coming out of the USG accounts. After a public vote, it goes to myself and then our wonderful president here, followed by a compliance review by our advisors who work on the third floor of the union. All of those steps are required to happen before an expenditure takes place, before an event takes place, because we were not aware that this expense would be coming. None of those steps happened, so even though we did vote on funds for this event, we did not go through the rest of the approval process for this specific $25 charge, which makes it unauthorized. Does that answer your question? Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Ben.
Thank you, Ben. Any other questions? Any points of discussion? Okay, with that, we will move into a hand vote to approve the unauthorized purchase. All those in favor? Please raise your hands high. All those opposed? Any abstentions? That passes 26-0 to 2. Our next voting item is a motion to approve a USG and dining services MOU. I will turn it over to Lorian.
I will vote.
2602.
Hello, everyone. So this is an MOU with Dining Services. The event we're going to have is a pop-up food pantry that Dining Services is already planning. We're going to provide toiletries for the event because that's something they've been having difficulty getting a hold of. So this MOU really just outlines the event, that they're going to provide the space, and they're going to provide, the food to the caliber that they do for their regular pop-up pantries. And we're just going to have a table branded USG that has a bunch of toiletries. We'll also be giving out the rest of the menstrual products there. And this money is going to be coming out of the line item Husky Harvest, because we were planning to do this all along.
Are there any questions? Any points of discussion? Seeing none, we will move into another hand vote. All those in favor, please raise your hands high. All those opposed? Any abstentions? Passes 25-0 to 1. Our next voting item is a motion to approve a DSA and USG Comono Dominicano MOU.
Okay, hello everybody. So this MOU is highlighting our collaboration with the Dominican Student Association. They had approached us to do a collaboration for Dominican Independence Day, which is February 27th, but it was too tight of a timeline, so we agreed to do something. I believe we pushed it back to April 3rd, and it's gonna be kind of like a street market. So we're gonna go to a Dominican market and get some snacks. To have a sense of home on campus for the Dominican students. Isabel and the president of DSA, Miriam, went to the store and looked at the prices and totaled out to a little over $800, but just in case we have to get some extra stuff or if there was something else that the students wanted, we are asking to allocate up to $1,000. And yeah, does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns?
Ben?
Yeah, I just have something to add here regarding the purchasing methods here. Note the timeline of this event as being just 1 week after transition. That's not going to be enough time to get whoever my successor in my role is fully up to speed and approved with all of the trainings that they need to do to access certain university systems. As a result, I will have to use my university USG credit card after I am no longer a comptroller for the purpose of making this purchase. And by voting to approve this MOU, you all are implicitly approving me doing that a couple days after I lose my job. So if anyone has questions about that specifically as well, that's an important thing to mention. I guess, yeah, that's not true. I guess that's.
I guess important to clarify, I will still be on payroll, I will still be around here and training and helping out. I just won't be the guy who gets to sign the purchase request anymore.
Josh?
Will you be in the role of comptroller emeritus or whatever we voted to give pay to the training gov board members?
I believe so.
Then
Yeah.
I think it's fine. Because you'll still be training a gov board member.
Yes, I will be actively training whoever wins the election to
On the job
replace me.
training.
Can I accept that, Jess?
Just logged in for the minutes. I just have a question on that. So is this only specifically for this event because you'll be using a credit card and it's not like a pre-purchase Husky buy type situation?
Yes, so most of the time we have either procurement through university systems that gets approved by whoever the president and the comptroller is at the time. Other times we do university credit card purchases through our professional staff, who of course have the permission. This one is special because we have to actually go somewhere in Willimantic, and so that means it has to be like a student actually going there with authorization. I am the only one with that authorization, and we won't have enough time by April 3rd to transfer all of that over. It took me like 4 months, so, you know, yeah.
And there's not an option to do like a pre-something to get it done ahead of time?
We've explored a lot of options and none of them really work. This is a small business. They don't really have the ability like a Walmart or even a Big Y would to kind of be flexible in that way.
Thank you.
Of course.
Any other questions? Any points of discussion? Okay, with that, we will move into another hand vote. All those in favor? All those opposed? Any abstentions? That is 2902 approved. Our next voting item is a motion to approve a USG and Shaw Equity Panel MOU.
Hello, okay. Hi, I'm Dave. I'm a DEI advocacy coordinator. So this is an MOU for a health equity panel that's in collaboration with USG, Institute of Health and Wellness, or SHA. Basically, we're going to be having a panel with 6 professors from UConn, a couple from UConn Health, and then a graduate student to talk about health equity, like their experiences working with different patient populations, and also ways that students can start learning about how to promote health equity, because it's a big problem currently that it's facing healthcare. There's lots of healthcare disparities, so we just wanted to introduce topics to students and make sure that they have resources and can talk to like faculty who specialize in this topic. So USG will be basically providing funds for merchandise, and Shaw will be providing funds to help like get gifts for the attendees, the 6 panelists. But we're both collaborating on the event, like reaching out to the different faculty to get coordinating meetings with each other, coordinating meetings with the panelists to make sure that they all know what's going on at the event. We'll have USG like do a little intro, Shaw will do a little intro, we'll have the USG table, and USG will also be helping to come up with questions in collaboration with Shaw that will be delivering to the panelists.
Are there any questions? Sean, go ahead. Oh, please wait for a minute.
This is Sean. That's a super cool idea. Do we know who the professors are?
Yes. The lists are. Yes. Oh wait, sorry.
Are there any other questions for this list at this time?
Dr. Raymond Moody, assistant professor in HDFS. Dr. Damian McCullen, who's an assistant director of multicultural training in Shaw. Dr. Christopher Steele, assistant professor of medicine at UConn Health. Dr. Susan Levine, associate professor of medicine at UConn Health. Dr. Raja Staggers Hakim, assistant professor of sociology, and Michaela Dawkins, a graduate student in Masters of Public Health.
Thank you very much. That's awesome.
Any other questions? Any points of discussion? Okay, we will move into another hand vote. All those in favor? All those opposed? Any abstentions? That is approved 29-0 to 1. Two, sorry. Okay, we are finished with our voting items of this meeting. I have no discussion items on the list. Our only announcement is our 2023-24 Senate and caucus dates. Next week's caucus will be in room 310 instead of the usual 104. With that, I have no further announcements. I will be around after the meeting if anyone needs anything, and I will call it closed at 6:54 p.m.
If you abstain from any votes, please go see Danya. Pretty please. Thank you.